Good morning. This is the voting meeting before the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, May 5th, 2022. While the public is encouraged to attend, there will be no additional public testimony accepted this morning. Begin with the license premise inspection hearing, which occurred on Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022. Item number 1, Sullivan Saloon LLC, doing business as Sullivan's Tap, located at 168 Canal Street. Date of the incident, January 15th, 2022, assault and battery, patron on patron with a dangerous weapon, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, Chapter 265, Section 15A. And manager not on duty, not present, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
For the first incident, the assault and battery, patron on patron with a dangerous weapon, I don't see a violation. So maybe we could take them separately.
Sure, I agree.
And I agreed as well. Yep.
For the manager not on duty, not present, I definitely see a violation.
As do I.
I think there was confusion, but I think what ultimately happened, even if that bartender was in charge, it wasn't clear enough that he would have been technically a manager at that point. Like someone should have known, and it just didn't seem right. So.
And given that they've put the new policies in place and they're going to forward those to us so we can review them. And they have described how they retrain the staff before the shifts to make sure it's clear who the person is in charge. And they are going to update their 24-hour contact. My vote would be for a written warning.
That's fine. So they don't have any history, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's
Okay, so the vote is a violation with a written warning. We are requesting their updated training plan and an updated 24-hour contact.
Yes.
Great. Item number 2, Tavern in the Square, Causeway Street LLC, doing business as Tavern in the Square, located at 120 Beverly Street. Date of the incident, January 20th, 2022. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I didn't see any violation here.
I agree.
I didn't think we had enough.
No violation. Item number 3, BVP LLC, doing business as The Point, located at 147 Hanover Street. Date of the incident, February 13th, 2022. Assault and battery, staff on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I think they handled this appropriately. They cooperated with the police, and it was a question of he said, she said. I didn't see a violation.
Yeah, I didn't think we had enough.
Same thing. We didn't have enough.
Item number 4, GSTH Investment Group LLC, doing business as Bijou and Rock and Rye, located at 51 Stewart Street. Date of the incident, January 28th, 2022. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
This incident took place really quickly. The staff broke it up. They responded appropriately, and I did not see a violation.
I agree.
Agree as well.
No violation. Item number 5, JJ Foley's Cafe, Inc., doing business as JJ Foley's Cafe, located at 111 to 123 East Berkeley Street. Date of the incident, January 18th, 2022. Assault and battery, employee on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
Based upon the written police report and the oral testimony of Detective Wallace, I don't see a violation.
I agree.
Sorry, the same way.
Item number 6, Game On Fenway LLC, doing business as Game On Sports Cafe, located at 72 to 82 Lansdowne Street. Date of the incident, February 3rd, 2022. Assault and battery, patron on employee, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I didn't see any violation here.
I agree.
Agree as well.
Item number 7, McCarthy's Inc. of Boston, doing business as the Pudding Stone Tavern, located at 1592 Tremont Street in Roxbury. Date of the incident, February 12th, 2022. Assault and battery, employee on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
There wasn't enough there. I didn't see a violation.
I didn't either.
Same here.
Item number 8, Stretford End Inc. doing business as Brighton Music Hall located at 158 Brighton Ave in Alston. Date of the incident, February 5th, 2022. Unconscious patron intoxication in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
Danny, we received some subsequent correspondence from the licensee regarding the signature.
Yep, we did. I believe that was shared with the commissioners as well. It was a new manager their first night on duty who was not aware that they were empowered to sign something on behalf of the licensee.
Okay, that was one of my concerns, but as far as the incident before us, the testimony, there's no way of determining if this licensee was responsible for him being unconscious. They called the police. I think they acted reasonably. The testimony was that there was also prescription medications that they didn't know he was on. I don't see a violation on the part of the licensee.
Yeah, I don't either.
I didn't see one at all.
And item number 9, Adventure Investments Boston LLC doing business as Fire and Ice located at 31 St. James Ave. Date of the incident, February 18th, 2022. Persons under 21 in possession of alcohol on premise in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 34A, 34C, and 6464A, and blocked fire exit in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.06A.
The licensee appeared and testified that they have explained why the fire exit was blocked at that incident, and they've taken measures to make sure it doesn't happen again. They also stated that they no longer serve these shared types of bowls to a table unless everyone at the table is 21. Based on the testimony and their history, I would vote to docket this for future reference in case they come back again, but I didn't think that this rose to the level of a violation.
It sounds reasonable.
Can we get their policy changes sent to us in writing so we have it for the docketing the next time?
Good idea, thank you. We'll do that, Danny.
Absolutely.
So that would be, we'll docket it and send correspondence from the board.
Just so we have them locked in if it happens again.
Great. Docketed and correspondence from the board requesting their updated plans. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred yesterday, Wednesday, May 4th, 2022. Item number 1, Boston 1927 Lessee Inc., doing business as Boston Park Plaza Hotel and Towers located at 50 Park Plaza, has petitioned for a change of officers directors.
I vote to approve.
Sounds good.
I agree as well.
Item number 2, Seaport Hotel Limited Partnership, doing business as Seaport Hotel located at 1 Seaport Lane, has petitioned for a change of officers directors of its sole general partner, Commonwealth Flats Development Hotel Corp., and has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business to Mariana Accomando Taylor.
I vote to approve.
Okay.
I do too.
Item number 3, 86 Mass Ave Wild Duck Inc., doing business as Wild Duck located at 86 Massachusetts Ave, has petitioned for a change of officers directors of the corporation and has petitioned for a change in stock interest.
I vote to approve.
As do I.
I do as well.
Item number 4, Timeout Market Boston LLC, doing business as Timeout Market located at 401 Park Drive, has petitioned to amend the description of the licensed business to a 14-story building, first floor to be licensed, first floor consisting of approximately 23,406 square feet in 5 rooms, including market dining area, bar areas, back of house kitchen, storage rooms, and seating capacity of approximately 492 indoors, with 4 entrances and 4 exits, 1 outdoor year-round patio terrace on private property consisting of approximately 4,015 square feet with outdoor bar area and seating for approximately 136 patrons with a 1 a.m. closing hour on the patio.
I vote to approve.
As do I.
I do as well.
Item number 5, the Kingston Group LLC, doing business as Kingston Street located at 25 Kingston Street, has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to J Bond LLC at the same location, Sharach Reza manager, 2 a.m. closing hour.
The applicant will be before us again when they come up with a more detailed management agreement and a concept. So for the application that's before us right now, I vote to approve.
I agree.
I do as well.
Item number 6 will be deferred at the request of the applicant to allow for completion of the community process. Item number 7, Glenville Tavern Services, Inc., doing business as the Glenville Stops, located at 87 Glenville Ave in Alston, has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to Alston Rock City LLC, doing business as the Glenville Stops at the same location. James Caruso, manager, 1 a.m. closing hour.
I vote to approve.
As do I.
Do as well.
Item number 8, Bedoinkas LLC, doing business as the Common Ground, located at 83 to 87 Harvard Ave in Alston, has petitioned to change the corporate structure of the licensed business to Bedoinkas Incorporated.
I vote to approve.
As do I.
I do as well.
Item number 9, Bedoinkas LLC, doing business as the Common Ground, located at 83 to 87 Harvard Ave in Alston, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location from the above to Boston BMA LLC, doing business as Marcelino's Boutique Bar, located at 2 Northern Avenue. Basil Badawi, manager, closing hour 2 a.m. And the applicant has agreed to a 12 a.m. closing hour on the outdoor patio.
Thanks, Danny. I think the applicant adequately described public need. This is going to be a high-end cocktail concept in the Seaport, activating what is a very dark corner of that neighborhood right now. They will be offering what I would say is a unique alternative for this area. And I think their request for a midnight closing is reasonable. So my vote would be to approve it with a midnight closing hour.
I agree.
I agree, and the midnight closing hours, I think very appropriate considering exactly where it is. It's at the courthouse, right on the water. It doesn't really seem to be any residential there. I think some of the objections are based on maybe precedent setting, not really real problems with it being open late. So I definitely saw midnight being appropriate.
I agree. Thank you.
Item number 10, Boston Urban Hospitality, Inc., doing business as Boston Chops, located at 1375 Washington Street in Roxbury, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location from the above to Parm Copley LLC, doing business as Parm, located at 100 Huntington Avenue, Suite K006A. Angela Cortez, manager, closing hour 2 a.m., and has petitioned to pledge the license to Copley Place Associates LLC.
My vote is to defer this application until they can resolve the lawsuit that is attached to the next application before us. I think they're connected.
They would be, because they wouldn't want this one to go forward unless the next one did, right?
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds appropriate.
Great. The vote is to defer. Item number 11, BUH2 LLC, located at 52 Temple Place, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location from the above to Boston Urban Hospitality, Inc., 1375 Washington Street in Roxbury. Brian Pacini, manager, 1 a.m. closing hour.
I vote to defer.
Agreed.
Same.
Item number 12, George Associates, Inc., doing business as Mcgann's Pub, located at 197 Portland Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location from the above to the Catered Affair, Inc., doing business as Boston Athenaeum, located at 10.5 Beacon Street. Michael Prue, manager, closing hour 1 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
You as well.
Item number 13, Hujazi, Inc., doing business as Linden Supret, located at 101 Brighton Ave, applied for a retail package store wines and malt beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager, Fida, Hujazi, closing time 11 p.m.
I think the applicant did describe the public need for adding beer and wine to his current offerings at the Supret. We did follow up with him after the hearing, and he has agreed not to sell singles. My vote would be to approve this, and I'd also like to put on the record that the board and staff will work closely with him so that we have a better understanding of where in this licensed premise the alcohol is going to be. I think there was a communication. It was hard for him to communicate in words how much of his current stock is going to be converted to alcohol, and the follow-up conversations indicated that he's willing to work with us to make sure it's appropriate for this location.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Thank you.
Item number 14, Shire Fruit, Inc., doing business as Going Bananas Market, located at 64 Salem Street, has applied for a retail package store wines and malt beverages license Frank Shire, manager, closing time 9 p.m.
I think the applicant adequately described public need for adding the beer and wine here, and there was a ton of support. He's agreed not to sell singles, so my vote would be to approve.
I agree.
I do too.
Great. And is that to approve with the condition of no singles?
Yes. And Danny, just to go back to number 12 to get on the public record, I didn't get enough. I glossed over the public need, but I just want to get on the record that I do think that this all alcohol license at the Athenaeum does meet our requirements of public need. In case we need more information as to why we voted to approve that.
Good point.
I agree as well.
Thank you for that. Item number 15, Homestead Bakery and Cafe LLC, located at 1448 Dorchester Ave in Dorchester, has applied for a common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license to be exercised on the above. Manager Annie Lay, closing time 10 p.m.
This is an applicant that previously had an all-out license at this location. I think they adequately describe public need for this particular neighborhood that would allow them to have evening events. And I do think that's something that this part of the neighborhood is lacking. And so for those reasons, I would vote to approve it pending the availability of a license for which they qualify.
I agree.
I agree as well.
And item number 16, DLW Dine Boston LLC, doing business as Dine Boston Bar and Grill, located within Logan Airport at Terminal E in East Boston, has applied for an airport common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license. Manager Antonio Alicia, closing time 2 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Moving on to non-hearing transactions, the following are applying for a new common victualler license at a previously licensed location. Item number 1, Tori Boylston Inc., doing business as Tori Japan, located at 1110 Boylston Street. Leroy Shi, manager of record, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11:30 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I do too.
Item number 2, Hefco Invest LLC, doing business as Tokava, located at 597 to 605 Center Street in Jamaica Plain. Hours of operation Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., Saturday to Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Chloe Sanders, manager of record.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I do too.
The board has before them a list of special 1-day alcohol licenses, which have been reviewed administratively by staff and approved by the board. And there are no items on old and new business this morning, so those are all of the items before the board this week. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.